Hey guys, how you doing? Today we're gonna be having a look at the riffs from Shepherd of Fire by Avenged Sevenfold. This was requested by 3 million views. Thank you for the request, man. The tuning for the song is going to be drop D. That is standard E with the lowest 6 string tuned down one whole step. So get yourself in tune and let's get started. Alright guys, now let's have a look at the intro. We're gonna be doing this twice. Alright, so what we're doing here is a palm mute on the low open 6 string, and then we're going to hammer off from 5 to 8 on the 5th. Back to the palm mute, and then from 4 to 7 on the 5th. Now we're going to give 7 some vibrato, and then we're going to slide out of it. Now we're going to repeat the whole thing again, but now when we get to 7, we're gonna bend it slowly and then give it some vibrato and then slide out. So alright, you're gonna do that twice and then the band comes in. Alright, now when the band comes in, we're pretty much gonna do something similar and then we're gonna move up to the next part. So we are gonna be doing and then we repeat that. But when we repeat it the second time, at the end of it, we're gonna have two, a down and an upstroke kind of leading into the part after that. So this second part of the intro would technically go like this. So when the band comes in. Alright, so there's just that leading down up before we move on to the next part. Now the next part is going to be going that's the first part of it. You can kind of see we're picking up pace now. We're going to be doing twice, and I'm not going to be explaining those because we're still revolving around the same frets and doing the exact kind of thing, just in a different way now. So we're gonna do that twice, and then the third time you do the bend with it. Now you're gonna do it again, but the third time you don't do a bend. You're gonna this is how it would go. So the third time you'd actually cut it off, mute it for a second, then you go to the 8th fret of the 6th string power chord and you're going to hit that twice. And then you would mute everything and do the same thing with the 5th fret power chord. So, alright. So the third part of the intro would go like this. Alright, now we have this. This is the final part of the intro, the 4th part. And you can kind of see we're still revolving around the same idea. The only difference here is that we're going to be doing an open power chord on the 6th string. And then we're going to do palm mute. And then so you're gonna do that part 3 times, and then after that you're just gonna go to the chords that we had from before, just the same idea. And that's pretty much that. You're gonna repeat this whole, part 4 would repeat twice, and that's pretty much the intro. We're gonna go into the verse after that. There's lots of repetitive ideas here in the intro, so after you kind of get the structure of it, it should be pretty simple to perform. Alright guys, now let's have a look at the verse riff. We're going to be starting off like this. Alright, so we're going to be hitting the open power chord on the 6th string. Now we're going to be palm muting on the low open 6th string. It's going to be all alternate picking. We're going to do this 7 times and then there's going to be a rest afterwards. And we're going to do that, repeat that part 3 times before we do just the same old that we had from before. This whole part is going to repeat again, and then we're going to go into this. So we're going to be doing the same idea now on the 7th fret. We're going to hit the chord there on the 6th string, of course. We're going to hit the chord there, and then we're going to do 6 palm mutes now, and the 7th time we're going to hit it on a chord. So there is a minor difference. And now we're going to do as always, but now after we do it again, so you can kind of see there's a different ending now. We're going to be doing the open power chord on the 6th string. Now we're going to be chucking down in power chords, palm muted, the 2nd fret and the 3rd fret on the 6th string. And then we're going to go down here to the 10th fret. We're going to hit twice and there's going to be a slight rest afterwards. So we have... And that's pretty much the verse riff. Verse 2 is going to be exactly the same. So now let's have a look at the chorus riff right after we have a look at this slowly with some tabs. Alright guys, now the chorus riff is technically going to be going like this. Alright, that's the first part, the repetitive part. And that's going to go some strumming on the 8th fret of the 6th string power chord. And it's going to be the rhythm. It's going to be down, down, up, and then down, up, down. We're going to do that same idea on the 10th fret of the 6th string power chord. And now we're going to do that part which we had in the 4th part of the intro, the little riff. We're only going to do it twice in this scenario before you would just kind of repeat this riff all over again. Now the ending variation of this riff, when the chorus is coming to an end, it goes like this. You would just strum the first chord regularly and then you would just go to the 5th fret of the 6th string power chord. You just hold there for 2 measures before the verse would start. If you're playing the first chorus, you just go into the verse after that. Alright guys, now regarding the solo section for the song, I assume most of you guys are going to want to learn the solo and not the rhythm track to the solo. Now, I'm not going to be doing a lesson on it because Chris Zupa, the man himself, has already done a great job on that. So I'm going to link his video in the description below so you can go and learn the solo there. And I'm not going to be going through the rhythm track, like I said, because most people are probably going to want to learn the solo. It will be found though on the full guitar transcription on my Patreon page in guitar profile and PDF. So if you want that, you can go check it out there alongside with some other shit. Alright guys, now in the bridge, before the vocals come in, we're gonna have the good old riff. Alright, and then when the vocals come in, we're gonna do a higher harmony of this. It's gonna be on the 4th string, 7 to 8 as a hammer-on, and then 5 to 7, and you're gonna vibrato 7. So putting the palm mutes with it, and you just repeat that multiple times. There's no variation of it, and that's pretty much the entirety of the bridge. Alright guys, hope you have enjoyed this lesson for the riffs from Shepherd of Fire by Avenged Sevenfold. Be sure to check out my Patreon page in the description below. Like, share, and subscribe for more solo and riff lessons. If you have a request, leave it in the comments below. And that's pretty much that guys. Happy shredding.